Good morning, ladies. How are you? I'm Angie from the Small Business Kit and the Absolutely Fabulous Businesswoman Group, and this is day one of the 5-day Facebook challenge to help you increase your reach, get more interaction in your group or on your Facebook page. Now, before we do anything else, 3 key things. We've got to do some insights, some measuring, because if you're going to do this challenge, you've got to do it for a reason, not just see what happens. How are you going to know if it's worked for you or not if you don't actually track? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Then we're going to do a little bit of research to find out what people want to hear from you. Not what you want to say, but what they want to hear from you. Big difference. And then we're going to be setting some targets, what you actually want to achieve from this. Okay, so I'm going to try and get my camera to switch as it's all playing up. Anything could happen. First and foremost, I'm going to show you insights. Now, this is for a group. On a page, it's slightly different, but you've got your insights there as well. Just so you know where to go, you can see where you are now. And then at the end of the 5 days, probably a few days longer, it takes a few days to catch up. Has this worked for you or not? So without further ado, as I think everybody's in the Absolutely Fabulous Businesswoman Facebook group with me, let's just switch over. So here's my group, okay? And I'm going over here to Group Insights. And if you click on that, what you will see, Group Insights. Now you can see here, I started putting into practice what I'm going to show you 10 days ago. And this is the things that have happened. 1.8 thousand growth. Phew. And it depends on the size of your group, but in new members. People have been referring other people in. It's been fantastic. 2.5 thousand growth, 306% growth here on posts, comments and reactions. So this is over. I've got it set here on, I've got it there on the last. Let me do the last 28 days. So you can just go here and choose your date range. So this is over the last month. Now, about 10 days ago, I started really ramping things up. And you can see I got all these members suddenly came in. Okay. I can go on to engagement details. And what you will see here, posts. Now, this is where I started posting a bit more. And then other people have been posting and encouraging. This drops off here over this is the weekend. It's going up to the 19th here of January. So it's a couple days behind. And at the weekends, I don't post as much. I try to keep away from social media a bit. Then you can look at comments and you can see they're really ramped up. Reactions, and you can do all of it together. So whereas my number of people, those number of posts, I changed the type of post and look what happened. This is ramping up, and this, I'm sure over the next couple of days when people are still interacting, that will level out and it will be higher again. Okay, does that make sense? And my active members, they were a bit low down here, but suddenly I've got so many more active members, 647 now, whereas it was like 200. People are interacting. And if you scroll down again, you can see popular days. So Tuesday's a good day for me, and 11 o'clock. But you can go up here and you can change your date range if you want. So you can do the last 60 days or the last 7 or whatever you want to do. This is where you're going to be able to come at the end of the challenge. And I suddenly seem to have lost connection. Bear with me. Oh, the joys of technology. Am I coming back to you? I'm so sorry about that. This always happens when I'm doing something, promotional. Well, not challenges, things like that. So let's go back again. So I've set it to the last 60 days. You can see the increase there. Let's go to all. Can you see the interaction here? It's just ramping. It was practically nothing back here, look. It just wasn't happening. This is all blanking out because I think I've got a problem with my connection again. joy, oh joy. But look at the numbers of comments and views I'm getting now. Unfortunately, I can't go back further than that, or I'll be able to show you. So that's that. That's your insights. Now what I want to talk to you about is doing your research. So what comments do people give? What you want to do, as I say, is to work out what people want to hear from you. If they want to hear about red umbrellas and you're talking about blue buckets all day, there's a disconnect. You might love blue buckets or whatever I just said, but they don't want to hear about that. They want to hear about red umbrellas. So you've got to think, how can I find out what people want to hear about? It's quite simple. If you've got a group that's got interaction going on in it, then great. What you can do is quite simply go into the discussion on your group and go down and see, have people been asking specific questions? And oh, isn't it typical that my page is going to freeze? I don't know what's going on. So down here, let me go back a little bit. Question. So asking about, Pauline was asking how to choose a name for her business. Okay, so I could jot that down. That's something she wants to hear about. But when you go through, and it does take a bit of scrolling back through, have a look in your own page, and it's freezing again. This is just crazy. Recommendations on opening a big business bank account. So those are things people want to hear about that I could talk about. But what you want to try and do is to find really common things that people want to talk about. Now, you could ask a question to start with to do some research, such as I've put here, tell me what is one thing you want to achieve in your business this year. So all of the comments, you can go through and you could ask a question, what do you want to know about looking after your health? Now that's very general, it needs to be for your business, and go through and to see what common words and phrases are coming up. What do people want to know about? So if they want help, what's the biggest challenge in your business this year? If you're a coach, people bring that down through. You look at the answers, and then what you're doing is picking out the common challenges then, so that you can start working some posts around that. Now the thing is, you might not have got much interaction going on. If your reach is really low at the moment, then if you pose a question out the blue, it probably isn't going to reach anybody. Okay, so what you can do then is to go into other groups where your ideal client hangs out, and you can go and ask for questions there. So let me just come back and talk to you again. Hey, I'm back. So go and look in other groups and see what common words and phrases are being used. And what I've done for you, I have got here, if I can I bring it up or not? Will you be able to see it? I don't think you will actually. Let me see. Let's get rid of me again, and I can, oh, there we are. I've created a worksheet that I'm going to pop a link to, so that you can, just as you're going through a group, look at any common questions that are being asked. Look at any key words that are being used or key phrases, because you want to incorporate these into your posts, because then people recognize that you are talking to them. Yeah. So let's say, that you're in a health group and you're looking through people who want to look after themselves, and there are a lot of people saying, I'm feeling so stressed it's affecting my sleep. I'm really struggling to get to sleep, and I'm feeling so stressed when I wake up in the morning, or I'm feeling overwhelmed. Start to list those words, so stressed, sleepless nights, overwhelmed, and then incorporate those into a message. So you might start off, what I want you to be doing is to give some free help and advice here, so that you start to connect with your audience. They start to realize that you are there to help them, not just to sell to them. So you could put out a post, are you so stressed it's affecting your sleep? Now, if lots of people are feeling that, they're going to, hang on, that's me. Yeah, I am so stressed I can't sleep. So you start off with, are you so stressed you can't sleep? Try this. And then you give them a really juicy, short, sharp tip. You don't want to go into reams of things, but a really short, sharp tip that can help them instantly. So yeah, I don't know what the answer is, but drinking chamomile tea, having a notebook, getting all their thoughts out of their head before they go to sleep, something like that. So I'll try that. Okay? So you're giving a tip. So then people will start to like that. And this probably isn't going to happen overnight for you, but if you start to do this, they sort of think, I need to go back there because she's got some really good tips. They'll start to like, they'll start to comment, and they'll start to share. Yeah, that's what we're after. You can always finish it off. What I like to do at times is to say, try it and let me know how you get on. You can always come back a few days later. Did anybody try writing their thoughts out in a notebook before they go to sleep? Are you sleeping better? Did it work? Or do you have any tips of your own? You want to encourage people to comment. That's what we're all about here. So you can then get into a conversation with them. But first and foremost, for today, your challenge is to come up with 5 key tips for your audience. So I want you to go and do your research and come up, what are people looking for? What are the hot topics out there? What are people talking about in the news? This came up, my 5-day challenge, purely because people were posting in my group about, oh, Facebook's dead. Oh, what am I going to do as a small business? I can help you. So if you haven't done a 5-day challenge yet, this might be a bit scary for you, but I thought, okay, I can help. So I'm going to put on a 5-day challenge. And yet I've had loads of people subscribe to come and watch this. Great. I'm going to get you interacting. Hopefully, that's the aim. I want you to interact. And part of that is when you've come up with your 5 key tips, what I want you to do is to choose your favourite and to go over into the Absolutely Fabulous Businesswoman page and post your favourite tip. Okay, and start it off with hashtag Facebook challenge. So then we can all follow that hashtag within the group. And all you have to do that, I haven't done it yet, so it's not going to show. But if you go back into the group and go search this group, and you'll be able to put in Facebook challenge, and you'll be able to see any tips that come up. Now, there probably isn't going to be anything there. No, nothing there yet, but there will be, because I want you to start using that hashtag so we can all join in together and help each other. So does that make sense? I want you to do your research. I want you to go and look for those comments, those questions that are being asked, and list them. Use the worksheet if you want to. Okay. Then off the back of that, I want you to think of 5 top tips that answer. Try and choose just one specific question, one challenge that your audience are having, your ideal client are having, and create 5 top tips, short and sweet tips for them. And write that out, and then choose your favourite, put it in the Facebook group. I will come and have a look, and it might be just a little tip here, it may be perfect. Then of course you've got to go and put it out into your Facebook group or on your Facebook page. Okay, I want you to post it out there, so you'll be looking at your insights. We can come back to your insights at the end of the challenge, but go and look where you are at the moment and just see what happens. As I say, if you have been deathly quiet in your group or on your page or getting 0 interaction, this is going to take time, but it will help. Okay, so you up for the challenge for today? Yes, go and get those 5 tips on what people want to hear about, on the hot topics out there at the moment, and then post your favourite with the hashtag Facebook challenge in the group. Go for it. Get this done. Okay, no slacking off, because if you don't take action on this, you'll just stay where you are. It's all very good thing. I'll do it tomorrow. We've got another challenge tomorrow. I really want you to zone in for 5 days. That's all I'm asking. 5 days to really zone in and see if you can start to build that interaction in your group or on your page. Okay. Go for it, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.